Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, guys. Welcome to our live. We're coming to you live from San Francisco, California. My name is Candy. I'm a mom of two, a full time employee, and a proud digital business owner.
Hi everyone, happy Friday. I'm Carla. I'm also a mom of two, a full-time employee, and a proud digital business owner.
Happy Friday, everyone. My name is Luisa. I'm also a mom of two, a full-time employee, and a proud digital business owner.
So, welcome, guys. Thank you for giving us a few minutes of your time. So, our topic for today is the sacrifices that lead to long term success. So today is Good Friday, so a special day to remember the greatest sacrifice made out of love. It's a quiet reminder that real change, real impact, and real love often come with sacrifice. So that's why we thought today is the perfect time to talk about something that changed our life, the power of sacrifice. So life is busy, and I know many of you can relate. So if you're someone who's working full time, raising a family, juggling all the roles at home, and still dreaming of a better life, we see you. And we're just like you. Life gets busy, things pile up, and sometimes it feels like there's no space left to chase anything new. But we've learned something important along the way. If we want a better life, we have to make sacrifices now. So sacrifice doesn't mean we lose forever. It just means we choose to give something up for a while so we can get something better later. So I used to think success was about luck or perfect timing, but I've learned that it's really about making small daily choices that move us forward, even if it means giving up something for now. So success doesn't come without sacrifice, but here's the good news. The sacrifices don't last forever. They're just for a season, and what they build, it's something that lasts much longer. So let us share with you some of the sacrifices we personally made, not to make you feel pressured, but to show you that if we can do it, so can you. So the first one is I sacrifice sleep and comfort to build something bigger. So before I started my digital business, my evenings were for resting. I'd come home tired, eat dinner, maybe watch some Netflix or scroll on my phone, then sleep. That was my comfort zone. But when I decided to work on something for my future, I realized I needed to use some of those quiet hours differently. So instead of sleeping early or lounging on the couch, I spent time learning the business, replying to leads, creating content, and building my online presence. It wasn't easy. I was tired, but I kept thinking, if I don't make a change now, how will my life ever be different later? And slowly, I saw it working. My mindset changed, and my business started to grow. And I proved to myself that giving up a little comfort now will give me more peace later. So the simple truth is giving up a few hours of comfort now will give me a lifetime of peace and freedom later. Oh,
Can't hear you.
Yes. And the second one is I sacrifice extra spending to fund my future. So I used to love treating myself, from time to time, occasionally, sometimes I still do, but whether it's maybe a cute top or just buying takeout after work or maybe just a random shopping trip at Target, it's hard to resist, right? But those things, they make me feel good at the moment. But when I started my business, I made a decision. What if I use that money to build something that could help me long term? So I cut back on things I didn't really need. So I started putting that extra 10, 20, or $50 towards things that would help my business grow, like maybe ads or trainings or tools. So yes, I missed some things, but every time I made a smart money move, I felt proud. I felt like I was investing in me, investing in my family, and not just spending to feel good for a few minutes. So the truth is, you don't need a lot of money to start something big. You just need to change your mindset. So sacrificing little luxuries helped me build something meaningful.
Yes. And then the third one is I sacrificed doubt and chose to believe in myself. So when I first first saw other people doing this business, my first thought was they're more likely experienced than me, and I don't know anything about online business. And honestly, I kept doubting myself. Questioned if I could really do this, but eventually I realized something. The only thing holding me back is myself. My own doubt was stealing opportunities that could have been mine. So I made a decision not because I was already confident or ready, but because I was willing. I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to show up, even if it's imperfect. And I also told myself that if I've been brave in other parts of my life, I can be brave doing the digital business too. And every time I chose to keep going instead of giving into fear, I would grow. And, just uh, a tip, letting go of fear wasn't easy, but it opened doors I didn't even know that are waiting for me.
Yes. And then the next one is I sacrificed my weekend me time for a season. So weekends were my escape. I love sleeping in, shopping, or just doing nothing. It was my time to relax after a long week. But when I said yes to this business, I knew I had to use my weekends differently. Now I still wake up early for Zoom meetings, even on weekends. So it's hard, and honestly, it's a struggle every morning. But I use part of my Saturdays and Sundays to focus, to plan, learn, and catch up on my business tasks. So at first, it felt like I was missing out. But later on, I realized I wasn't losing weekends. I was using them to gain freedom. And honestly, I'd rather work on my dreams for a few hours on weekends than stay stuck in the same place for the next 10 years. So sacrificing some me time now means I can have more of it later on my terms.
Definitely. And then number five is I sacrifice pride to learn new things. So starting this business felt like learning a whole new language. I wasn't that tech savvy. I mean, in some aspects, maybe I was, but not with social media technology. So it's new for a lot of people. So I didn't know how to do reels, or I wasn't really good at it. There's so many things to learn about it. I remember having to ask Candy for help at one point to do reels. Writing captions or running ads. I remember going to Louisa, can you please help me run my ad? It felt silly sometimes, but like I was behind. But I reminded myself, everyone starts somewhere. The only way to grow is to be okay with being a beginner. So I watched videos, I asked questions, I made mistakes and learned from them. And little by little I got better. So, pride says I don't want to look dumb, but growth says I am willing to learn. So letting go of that pride was a sacrifice, but it helped me build confidence I didn't know I had.
Yes. And then the last one is I sacrifice some outings to prioritize my goals. This is not easy because I love spending time with, I like going out with family gatherings, spending time with friends, and just having those fun and relaxing days. But there were moments when I had to say, I can't today, not because I didn't want to, but because I had goals that needed my time and also focus. So I had to be honest with myself. If I keep saying yes to everything, I'd end up saying no to my dreams. So I would miss a few hangouts. That's okay. But what I gained is the progress, the momentum, and most of all, the belief in what I was building. So I always remind myself that this is just a phase, a season, and the time I'm giving now, it will come back to me later on, multiplied when I get to choose how I spend my time every single day.
Yes. So if you're watching this and you've been wondering, is it worth it? Let me say this. Yes, 100%.
Yes.
The sacrifices we make today may feel small or hard, but they lead to something beautiful. Success doesn't show up overnight. It's built on moments when we choose to try instead of quit, moments when we choose to build instead of stay still. So if you're wondering and want to know about what we do or start thinking about starting something for yourself like this digital business, we're here to help you. It's not about being perfect, it's about being willing. So, willing to trade a little comfort now for a lot of freedom later. Willing to let go of doubt and believe in something better. Willing to believe the life for your family, what your family deserves. So if we can do this while working full time, being a mom, being a wife, you can too. So let's your small sacrifices today become the reason you celebrate tomorrow. So just reach out if you want to learn more about what we do, and we're happy to help.
Yeah, so think about this business as planting fruit, like like you're planting seeds right now, and later on it'll bloom into something bigger. So you have to start somewhere. We have to make sacrifices, like all businesses. You have to start from scratch, and it takes time. So what better time than to start now, so that you can plan for your future. And the first step towards doing that is to go to any one of our websites. My website is carlaperganan.com. Luisa's is luisaenriquez.com, and Candy's is theyinglegacy.com. Just register your name and your email address, and we'll send you a link to our free live webinar, which happens every Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It will give you an overview of what our digital business is, and if you have any questions, someone is there to answer you live, or if you prefer to watch the replay link and watch at your own time, that's fine too. You can just email us or message us for any questions that you have, and we'll be happy to help you get started.
Yes, and if our story spoke to you, whether it's the doubt, the sacrifices, or the dreams of more freedom, we just want you to know that this business is worth checking out. You don't need to be an expert, you just need to be open to learning. And who knows, this could be the opportunity that changes everything for you, just like it did for us. So feel free to message any of us. We're here to help you get started.
Yes, so that's it for us, guys. I hope you guys have a good rest of today and enjoy the weekend, and hope to see you back here again tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.